Alright, the time has come. It's about 12:15, maybe 12:30. It's Easter Sunday. But I am ready to get started on my project here in a couple hours. I'm going to start up jacking the car up, just draining the fluids out, get the hood taken off of there, and start disconnecting things. I have a couple hours, so I might be able to disconnect everything. Pull the radiator and the exhaust manifold. I'll be ready to lift it out tomorrow, even. So we'll see how this goes. There's probably not going to be much oil to drain out of here at this point, but not going to be. It's already dripping all over the place. Remember correctly, it's a 15 millimeter. It's not going to be hot. Yes, I'm wearing my lip glasses. Ooh, I was wrong. It's a 17. Just had my 17. I'm gonna go dropping stuff already. Just get rid of that so I get this back loose. There's literally like maybe half a quart of oil that just drained out of here. That's like all that was left.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. I barely got it up the hill. Gotta disconnect the radiator again. There we go. Now the drain. Alright, I'm gonna get the transmission drained in here. Set that there for now. Alright, just be very carefully. Lower it down. Okay. Woo. That worked. Oh, you ever had this much room working on a car before? Oh, you can't see anything I just did. Look at that. This comes off the Alright, I think I can start pulling this upper radiator. Well, I'm gonna start with the battery. So I'm gonna roll all the windows down and then disconnect the battery. I have to move my subwoofer wiring while I do this too. Alright. Batteries out. Battery trays out. I pull the radiator now, I think. Some fluid this way, but that's alright. I think I'm just going to leave the cooler lines attached to the radiator. And just bring them up this way. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these. Why I put this one on upside down, I don't know. A lot easier like that. You know what, no matter what happens, I'm going to be making a mess, so I'm just going to move this over here. Try and catch as much of it as I can. But I'm just going to put those down there. Actually, you know what, this does come up off of there. Just going to try and avoid as much carnage as possible here. Sucks because I just changed all this fluid too, and I'm gonna like throw it away basically. Now I got more stuff, but alright, that was pretty painless. Oh, I love the smell of power steering from it. I'm being facetious, it's terrible. Alright. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that one. I'll dump it right into the pan here. Ooh, look at that. I'm happy with that. Okay. Oh shit, this is leaking. I don't know if this is necessarily a foolproof way of doing this, but... Alright, currently I was a little low on space on my phone. So I guess to update you, I got this off, got the lines off of the power steering. I think you saw me pull the radiator. I can't remember now. But I did pull the radiator out. I got the lines off there. Working on getting this heater core hose off of there. And then probably gonna go for wiring next. I'm kind of doing hydraulics first. It's kind of my approach here. So just gonna remove the screws on the distributor. All right. I should have done that to begin with. Oh, look at that. Forgot about that part. Put a pan under that before you pull that hose off. See, this is why I make a mess every time. Alright, so I think before I crawl under there and start disconnecting mounts and have stuff drip all over my face, that I am just going to go ahead and start removing some wiring. So we got Alright, so this is the wiring portion. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called laziness. Actually coming along really well so far. So I'm happy with how quickly this is going. Hell, I might even get this thing in tomorrow. You think I'm overshooting by saying I can be done here in like half an hour and then finish it tomorrow? Alright, so we got those back in there. This might cut out because it's almost dead. We got the radiator out. Looks like all the hydraulics disconnected. I still have to work on the AC. But otherwise we have all the hydraulics disconnected. We have our air intake out. Battery and battery tray are out. I've moved the subwoofer wiring. Excuse me. And the little alarm thing. I've got all the wiring harnesses along this side of the engine off in the front. Alternator's disconnected. I'm working on the back half pretty much right now as far as wiring goes. I'm probably gonna have a couple down here for the AC. Actually, already disconnected AC compressor wiring, so I'm getting there. Obviously I still have to pull the axles. I haven't gotten that far yet. I probably should have done that while I had some time, but I think I'm just gonna let that be for now. I'm gonna let this just catch all the coolant falling out of here. I mean that it's just dripping. It's not like flowing out of there. It's like drip, 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 drip. So I know I'm gonna need quite a bit of coolant to go back in there. If I end up running a little low on coolant, I'll have to go pick some up, I guess. But I got like 3 gallons, so I know I'm good there. But I think that's gonna be it for now. So go ahead, make sure you subscribe, of course, for updates as far as how this project is going. Sorry I did lose a little bit of video because of some space issues. I guess I didn't realize I was that low on space on my phone. So I'm definitely going to make sure I clear a lot of stuff off there tonight. So I have, I mean, it's a 64 gig iPhone. I have like 55 gigs of usable space. So I have to figure out where all that's going. I think a lot of it is apps, so I might just delete some apps, like temporarily or something. But yeah, so we did get a lot done. Or I did get a lot done, but there's a lot more to go. Notice the engine is still in the car. Ultimate goal by lunch tomorrow is to have that out. I don't think I'm going to want to work on it anymore tonight because I'm going to be full from dinner and not want to do anything, so I'll just sit on the computer and edit video instead. Hopefully I'll get in bed fairly early tonight and I can be up and at it tomorrow, and hopefully by lunchtime. Lunchtime for me is going to be about 2:30 when I have a project. Lunchtime is 2:30 or 3. Get that out. Wash up really good. Sorry, more diesel fanatics going by. Wash up really good, eat lunch, and then come out. I think the rest of tomorrow then we'll be transferring things over to the new engine, putting the new gaskets on. Last thing I'm also gonna take off this exhaust manifold, just because it's gonna make it a little easier to get it out. I think a little bit less to wrestle with. It's gonna be easier to undo those bolts when it's on the car. So I'm gonna do that too. But then basically get all my I'm gonna do the intake. I think with it off, because I think it's gonna be easier to get out those bolts that way. If I have to do it with it on the car, I will. but just because of the throttle cables and thing, all those are going to take off anyways. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out as I go. Goal before lunch and before I upload you tomorrow's update. Hopefully I can get a midday update. Engine out. That's my goal. I gotta go because we're leaving in about a half hour for dinner. And yeah, I am not ready to eat right now. So, alright.